Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, surprise, surprise. I am actually getting ready. I leave for my trip in about 12 hours. And I had to post this video because tomorrow it's going to take me over 24 hours to get to Argentina. So I'll probably record a video while I'm in the airport because I want to stay plugged into you guys. But in the meantime, I had to post live on this one. This was the easiest way to get the news to you. Have you seen JLo? She was at the premiere of her new movie coming out, Unstoppable. Now, this movie is produced by Ben Affleck, and the premiere was in Toronto. Ben Affleck was a no-show, but JLo went on the red carpet in this metallic dress. You guys check it out online. She had the cutout on the side, and then I saw some clips of her interacting with the guys in the crowd. And let me tell you guys, J-Lo is, honey, she's on the hunt. Now, she did look gorgeous. Her body is tight and everything, but J-Lo is still leading with her ass in her mouth. Just saying, but I guess J-Lo's like, excuse me, I guess J-Lo's like, the hell with what you think. The hell with what any of you guys think. Let's segue into George Lopez. Comedian George Lopez slammed J-Lo on the podcast Politicking, where he says he slams her for showing her ass on Instagram. And he says it gives the impression like, next, next. Like she's like, next. I told you guys, J-Lo is like, she cannot be alone, honey. She cannot. She's got to tie herself to a man, and she's on the hunt. And she's on a mission because she's desperate about it. She cannot be alone, guys. This is real. She can't be alone. So in here, she is panicking. And she's trying to save face because she went to this premiere alone. She went there all alone, stood there and put that beautiful dress on. I guess J-Lo's like, she'd have moved on. And George Lopez says that poor Ben Affleck looked miserable when he was married. Yeah, he did. And Ben Affleck didn't even bother to show up at the premiere. Ben Affleck's like, I want no part of this foolishness. Ben Affleck was like, no, mm-mm. Ben Affleck is going in bed with somebody else. He done moved on to the next girl. And Ben Affleck worth $100 million, an award-winning, Oscar-winning director, and he's still nice looking. And if he's sober or drunk, the women are going to jump in. You guys know that. The women are going to jump right in. They don't give a damn. So we know that Ben Affleck, the one person he's not thinking about is J-Lo. But J-Lo, if you check out online some of the pictures, she looks absolutely beautiful. But I'm like, J-Lo, I don't understand what you're doing. Hey, 33 G1 girl, hello. Alvin's Prescott, you single? I am divorced. Yes, I am single. Argent Limon, hi. Hello, hello. Viral Trap 369. Usher or R. Kelly, shouty. Usher or R. Kelly. Neither. Okay. They're not my type. Okay. Totally not Tamia. Hi, can you say my name? Okay, Puccina. Okay. Kishore Kumar. How old are you? I am 57 years old. Okay. Hello, J Love. Advis Prescott, I could be your man. Mume A, check, hi, Chichai. Muddy Water, George Strait or Hank Williams Jr. Muhammad, Carla, Kisher, what you eat? Okay, all right, guys. So J-Lo, I guess she is on the hunt, guys. She is serious, and she means business, and we get to just monitor it because I think emotionally she is going through it. You know, she is going through it. Owe Delano listening from Nigeria. Hi, welcome. Night, are you look good for someone who's 57? Thank you. All right. So yeah, Miss J Lo. If you guys take a look, check online. She went to the premiere. The premiere was the for the movie Unstoppable, and it's the movie that's produced by Ben Affleck. He didn't show up. And we know Ben Affleck is not thinking about J Lo. But I guess J Lo's like she's gonna go and she's gonna J Lo wants she is desperate to tie herself to a man. She's got something to prove because Ben Affleck, she feels like Ben Affleck embarrassed her. And J Lo, he didn't do that. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself, J Lo. Hi OA Delano. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so guys, if you get a chance, check out Miss J Lo. Check her out because she is. I don't get it. I really don't. But I think that she's really trying to prove something. I really do because I think that she feels as if all of this. I guess Ben Affleck love bombed her. He did, but J Lo, you already knew who he was before you married him because of your history together. You already knew that. So why would you then go and marry the guy again? Why would you do that? And this is her fourth marriage and no telling how many bodies on her. But she looking good though, and you should see her dancing. I saw on YouTube they had clips of her at this party. One guy, she was going and the side of her body just out. So I guess she's like, hey, what is going on? Angela LaChat said her dress made her look like a burrito on a pinata. Oh, Richard Copeland. J-Lo is a diva. She's way too demanding. I wouldn't touch her at all. Um, Hey, Rhonda, you're amazing. Thank you. You only live once. Thank you. Don't let these trolls bother you. They are rude. I feel so sad for JLo. She looks great, though. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I will eventually have to get moderators in here, but it's okay. Just I don't pay them no mind. But yeah, you're right. JLo does look great, but I do think that JLo is I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, because it's like, how much money do you need? And it seems to me like she's trying a little too hard. Girl, we know you're gorgeous, but for a middle-aged girl, but you know, Ben Affleck's not thinking about you. And you know, another thing that J-Lo might want to kind of think about, you notice that those celebrities that are really quality actors and directors in their craft, you don't see them out and about like J-Lo. Like J-Lo should take a hint and be like, maybe I should go away a while. You can, J-Lo. You can actually go away and come back after you've given yourself a break. That's what I'm saying. Let me check out some of these comments. Um, okay. Jay Shan says she may be beautiful, but a dress with no sides, with possibly nothing underneath. Oh, yeah, she didn't have nothing underneath. She is selling her body, baby. She is on the prowl, okay? This is somewhat sad for a woman her age advertising like that. Jay Shan, I agree with you. She is. Because I think J Lo, if you're in your 20s and 30s, you might fall for that. You may say, okay, yeah. But as you get mature and you age, and it's like in our age group, it's like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what are you hoping to accomplish? Like, what's the end game in all of this? What is the end game? And the end game is she's telling people, just like George Lopez, the comedian, said on the podcast today with Gavin Newsom. He's got a podcast called Politicking, and George Lopez says that J Lo is he slammed her for showing her ass, and he said basically, what are you saying, J Lo? Next, and that is what she was saying. Next, what man she can get next? Because listen, she cannot be alone, literally, and you can tell. And she hasn't been alone probably since she lost her virginity at 12. So, and she's in her mid 50s now, so it's been over 45 years. So she doesn't know it. It terrorizes her, and you can tell. You can tell it. So Ben Affleck, he's like, he knows his worth. He's like, I'm an Oscar-winning director, actor. I will not be. I'm not. He want no part of it. He's trying to clean up his brand. J Lo, like shit. Fuck that. I'm getting me a man. And you know what else George Lopez did? He compared. He said Ben Affleck is so miserable, right? And then he said Ben Affleck was the most miserable looking married man. He compared Ben Affleck and J Lo to Jeff Bezos and Jeff Bezos' fiance. And I don't know much about her, but apparently she's been like married multiple times with multiple kids or something like that. But I'm like, oh my God, I don't know much about Jeff Bezos. So you guys got to fill me in on that because I just don't follow him. I know he rich. I do know that he's rich. Belle said J-Lo can't keep a man. She can't. J-Lo thinks you see, she's still leading. Her body is out. That's a beautiful dress, and it's beautiful. But I'm thinking, why are you leading with your body, your ass and your breasts and your mouth? Why are you doing that now at this age? Like all you doing is telegraphing to men. I guess that's what she want. I'll let you play all over my body. Just please, just stay with me and don't leave. That's really what she's saying. Stay with me and don't leave. And they're gonna leave. They're gonna play with her body and leave. Ugh, it's crazy. So let me see. Yup, you only live one. Exactly. J Love says that's crazy. They've both been talking to each other the whole time they've been in a relationship with other people. Made an album and movie inspired by him and all that for nothing. That's crazy. Yeah, it is. It is. She made and J Lo. It's like J Lo has been. I mean, I would say this past year and a half or so has been a downfall for her. And when that happens, you have to retreat and wait for that cycle to end. But I guess she's just going to push forward because she's desperately trying to find someone to attach herself to. I mean, she's desperate, and she don't show it from her face because she's always grinning, but her actions displays it. Because it's like, why do you feel a need to lead with that? Like, why? I mean, if anything, you should have the attitude that I am Jennifer Lopez, and I am divorced, and I've been married a couple of times. Even Jane Fonda warned her, remember in the movie, in that documentary. So she can go away and say, hey, I'm working on myself. Spend time with her kids. How is she spending time with kids if she's calling paparazzis when she go to the spa, when she go to these premieres? She's always calling Batgrid and the paparazzi to take pictures of her. You know that she's been photographed out and about, right? Where are your kids, girl? Just spend time with your kids. Don't you have enough money? Isn't $400 million enough? I'm just asking you guys, is $400 million enough? I'm curious about that because I don't see why she's doing all this. And you go into a movie premiere, okay, but why dress like that? But you know what? It gives us content so we can thank J Lo. She's performing a public service for us. Because, ladies, don't do that. Don't lead with your ass in your mouth and your breast. Don't do that. Because men, they look at sex totally different than women. They are not emotionally tied like women are. And J-Lo is emotionally tied and she's trying to pretend that she's not. She's so desperately afraid to be alone that if she can lead backing out with her ass hanging out with nothing on, she'd do it. But it'll be, it would be X-rated. But I mean, what's next, J-Lo? I mean, what's next now? Nude pics? I don't know. Angela said she leaves nothing to the imagination. Guys like the thrill of the chase. She gives everything up front. It's giving me thirsty midlife crisis. Yeah, yeah, it is, Angela. Yeah. J-Lo is like, and I think Ben Affleck, that relationship with Ben Affleck and how it just fizzled out so fast, I think it threw her off her game. And I think that she is really tormented. So that's why you seeing her act out where she's showing more of her body, where she's getting more risque in her behavior because there's no man there right immediately. Like, I'm sure she's got men in her bed, but we're talking about a man that's willing to tie himself to her publicly. That's what she's looking for next, and that's why she's advertising. Now, why she doesn't go and just get away from social media for a while and just love on her kids for as long as she can, because them kids are going to get grown and go away. I've been there. I got two kids in college. Once they get of age and go, they're on their own. I mean, you don't have as much time with them, but love them as much as you can. That's what she should do. And she's not doing that, and she's acting out now. Ben Affleck, we got to talk about how quickly it happened. I think JLo got whiplash too, because Ben Affleck cut that shit quick. I mean, he cut it quick. It happened so fast. It happened so fast. They had their second marriage in August of 2023. By April 2024, they were separated. So what does that happen at? It's so fast. And I told you guys, I think it's them feds came a knocking at that door. The feds came a knocking, and let me tell you, imagine the feds knocking on your door. I can't even imagine that. Feds knock on my door, I'm gonna have a problem because there's no reason why they should be knocking on my door. So she knows a lot more with that Puff Daddy thing. I strongly believe that she knows a lot more than what she's saying, and she's been allegedly accused of being the gun mule that brought that gun into the club where that lady got shot in the face, pow pow in the face. I don't want YouTube to cut me off. Oh, thank you so much for the cash app. Thank you. So J Lo he cut her off fast. He really did. So I think it's that pow pow. Yes, I absolutely think it's the I think it's that Puff Daddy thing, and the feds did come knocking. I also believe that J Lo's child, I don't like to bring people kids up, but I do think that lifestyle make a difference. And I believe that J Lo's daughter turned it into a non-binary, and then allegedly influencing Ben and Jennifer Garner's daughter to dress to decide that she wants to be a boy, and then cut all her hair off and dress like a boy at the grandfather's funeral, Jennifer Garner's father's funeral, and said, "Call me Finn," and she's a girl, and she's from Jennifer grew up in West Virginia, and it was not the place. So I do believe that too. And I think Ben Affleck, she was selling his motorcycles, and then she exposed the emails and stuff that Ben Affleck was writing her when he was still married to Jennifer Garner. So I believe that he felt betrayed all the way around. And I think he cut that. He said, "I'm done. I'm done." And I can understand why he did that. And I think J-Lo is shocked the shit out of her. So now she's trying to do all she can to hurt him. And the only way think in her mind, because I don't think she's matured, she's she's probably still 30 mentally. She's like, "I'm gonna get him. He don't want me. Let me show you what he's missing. Look at this body. Look what you missing, Ben Affleck. Look at this body. Take a look at my ass. Look at my ass, Ben. Look at this. Look at me lick on this lollipop or this ice cream cone, Ben. Look at me. You're jealous. See what you're missing?" Or like what Perez Hilton said, Kit Kennedy should be jealous of J-Lo. Girl, Kit Kennedy's a 36-year-old girl, young lady. She don't have any reason to be jealous of J-Lo. Not at all. No one should. Why? Especially no girl that's 36 years old, and J-Lo, you in your mid-50s. And Ben Affleck, even still, Ben Affleck, this is for Ben Affleck's eyes. Ben Affleck, he wants out. He wanted out. There's nothing you can do to make him want to come back. Nothing. And you could screw him all day if you think I don't think he even want to touch you. I don't think, you guys think Ben Affleck wants to touch J-Lo? I don't see that happening. He wants no part of it. And I think it hurts her ego. She got her ego bruised. She was embarrassed in front of the media. Have no doubt. She did that movie, the biggest, what did she say? The love story that was the biggest love story that was never, or the greatest love story that was never told. Really? and then he dumps you. So she is embarrassed. So she's doing only what she know how to do. She's stunted emotionally. Like she's like a 30-year-old. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna ride as many men as I can. I'm gonna show my ass now. I'm gonna show the world what I'm missing. And Ben don't give a shit. Ben do not care. Bahal said, Deep said she's for the streets. Yeah, she is. Grace C says she looks like she's going to the club. Oh yeah, the real JLo comes out. I mean, and you should see, check on YouTube on the shorts. They got some of the clips of JLo at the premiere party. She's on some guy, she talking to him, and then she started doing this. She dancing, and then her whole side is out. She has no panties on, no bra. JLo said, I listen, somebody's gonna attach themselves to me, even if it's for a little while. But please just claim me. Claim me for even if it's just for 6 months. That's what she's doing. She's begging someone. This is a woman that's worth $400 million. A woman that pulled herself, that worked hard. She come from a modest background in New York, not the poor that she claimed. JLo, Jennifer from the block. So, but she, no doubt, she built herself into a $400 million empire, and you gonna throw all of that hustle and that. I mean, you should be rooted in self esteem, and there's no way in hell you should be begging any man, anybody to get in your bed, J Lo. You don't have to lead with that. Get with a serious guy. Like there are some really good actors out there that's in your industry that's serious and that would seem like you guys could be compatible. But you can't be leading with your ass in your mouth. That'll I mean, they're gonna judge you for that. They're gonna judge you. They don't want that. But I guess J-Lo, when you start to get with men and they spend time with you, you are so high maintenance and you are so controlling that it's really hard to continue and keep up a stable relationship with you. That's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. All right, let's get in the comments. Nino Source says, hello. Sorry to come in like this. I'm from Brazil. I speak very little. Are you talking about a relationship? Yeah, we're talking about J-Lo. We're talking about relationships, and we're talking about females who are love addicts and who cannot seem to exist unless they're tied to a man. And it blows my mind that J-Lo with all that money, but it goes to show you it's not how much money you make. You can have all the money in the world, but if in here you don't like yourself and you cannot be alone, and the only way you validate yourself is if you tied to another person, that's not good. That is because you become beholden to that person. You become vulnerable. So they can decide to leave anytime and you're left lost. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We don't do that. We don't do that. Women, we don't. You work hard every day to feed your own spirit and to feed your own interest and your own ideas, and just cover yourself in love. Surround yourself around people that are able to feel that, and you give it to them back. And what happens is if you become more rooted in self and more confident and more positive, you will attract men, if assuming you're straight. This will goes for to no matter your sexuality. In general, you will attract people who are in a more healthier space. But if you're out here leading with your ass like J-Lo, she can't find an outfit unless she's got to show her ass, thigh, her breast, that's what you're going to attract. Men who are just attracted to the physical. And then when they want to get someone serious and fall in love, it's not going to be you, J-Lo. And I'm sure you think, J-Lo, you think you are more beautiful than Jennifer Garner. But Ben Affleck loved the hell out of Jennifer Garner. I have no doubt about that. And Jennifer Garner is not leading with her ass in her mouth. She's not doing it. Jimmy, wait, did you say J-Lo was single? Maybe I have a shot now. You know what, Jimmy? You might. All you gotta do is tell J-Lo how gorgeous she is. Tell her how gorgeous she is and how you'll never leave her. Tell her. Yeah, tell her. Say you'll never leave her. Say, J-Lo, you're beautiful. Shower her with compliments. But on the flip side, you're going to have to let her control you. So she's going to tell you how to dress. She's going to tell you, she's going to have red carpets and events that you're going to have to go to. And you're going to make sure you got to fall in line because, see, Ben Affleck is worth 100 million. So he didn't put up with her shit too long. But if you ain't got no money, you may have to put up with it. But I see men, even with men with no money, just Jimmy, you can hang out with her for a while. And then when you get too tired of the controlling and the high maintenance, because she's probably a pain in the ass behind closed doors, and you can just leave. Just say, hey, JLo, I love you, but I gotta go. Gotta go. All right. YTIR, what's this old head stream about? Uh Dana Aya, that metallic dress doesn't go with her figure. It's meant for a tall, thin figure, and it's cheap looking. The reports prior to the event said Ben would not show. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But I'm not surprised that he didn't show because he wants no part of this shit show. He wants no part of J-Lo. That's what's blowing my mind. I'm like, what the hell? He cut it off fast, guys. So that's what's leading me to think that it is a combination, but something caused him to cut it quick. And I'm thinking that there might be something to also to that Puff Daddy and them feds. I think he may know something. Because believe it or not, he got money too. He got his own investigators. So when he heard about that, he's not a stupid man. He's not stupid. So he could have very well hired his own researchers, investigators to check into that to see what the feds knew. Because J Lo may not have given him the real story. Them feds knocked on that door, allegedly, and then or maybe when he wasn't there, and then he get wind of it and J-Lo made light of it, and he had to get his own team on it, his own lawyers to find out. And then he was like, oh hell, now those white, what do they call the white parties, remember? Now has J-Lo attended them white parties, and if she on them tapes, that's what I'm thinking. He will not even be photographed with J-Lo no more. When was the last time those two were photographed hugging up? I don't know. It is not good. And J-Lo is acting out. She's got the paparazzi. They are taking pictures of her. She's calling them to come take pictures of her. She don't have to be photographed like that. Ben Affleck, and all he doing is picking up fast food. And you know he got a girl, if not many. If I'm Ben Affleck, I'm a female though. But if Ben Affleck was my brother, I would tell my brother, and I got a brother that loves to get married, that married and divorced. If I would tell my brother, don't show your face, just work on directing, spend time with your kids, and then date. But make sure whoever you date, don't go public with them. Just kind of keep it private. But date, 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 date. Work on your sobriety. Now, Ben Affleck, don't get serious in a relationship because you're still trying to get sober. Stay sober and work on recovery. But don't be a photograph with J-Lo. Don't engage with her at all because it's over now. Remember, J-Lo was grabbing that man's kids, taking pictures with the daughter at the Hamptons, taking the son shopping. And it's like, girl, I've been doing videos over and over for the past couple of weeks before this all hit its apex. And I was doing videos on J-Lo with that man's daughter, and then J-Lo with the son. And it's like, J-Lo, what are you doing? Where's Ben Affleck? How come you not photographed with him? Why are you photographed with that man's children? Why? Those are not your kids. Even if you think, even on her Instagram, she had all the kids' games around. Girl, that is Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's kids. Those are not your kids. And you've been married 4 times. This is not your first rodeo. Cut it out. You got 2 kids, 2 beautiful children that need you. That need you. And you worried about that man's kids? Girl, bye. Stop. All right. J-Lo needs to go off the grid and be alone for a while. I agree, Sun Sharia. I do. I really do. Um, Angela Chat, she and Coach Couture. Oh, you think that's where she got that dress from? Yeah, I was shocked on the size, and she was unembarrassed by it. Usually, JLo wears outfits that are very beautiful and it accentuates her figure, but it's not vulgar. It's like now she done flipped on the other side, but I guess she's got to. Because imagine if you are a person that cannot be alone. Think about that. Think about if most of your adult life you had I mean a body with you since you were what, 12, 13 years old. Say she lost her virginity at 13, because I think she did it young. um so she's always had somebody there. And then when you're young and beautiful, it's easy. But as you age, and we all grow and we age, that is a part of life. Let me tell you, that is a part of life. I used to be a size zero until after I had my kids. And then by the time I was in my 40s, this weight started ticking up. Then I end up with type 2 diabetes and overweight and have to pay for a trainer. Guys, I'm down 24 pounds now. So this weight's coming off, and my primary care physician is taking me off of this type 2 diabetes medication, the metformin and glipizide. So I'm looking forward to it. But my point is, we age. So JLo has kept herself up wonderfully, beautifully. But JLo, middle age, you cannot escape aging. We can't. But the beauty of it is you grow, you learn, and you become more wise. But Gaylord, uh JLo, she's stunted. Her growth is stunted. So mentally she might still be the JLo in the 2000s, but physically she's a middle-aged woman. So let's see these comments. Jimmy says we all will grow old and disgusting, but some people just can't accept that. That's true, Jimmy. It is, aging is not fun. Especially, you know what? But you learn and you grow. If you do the work and you just continue to live your life in learning and growing and maturing, you will get to a point that, hey, wait a minute. You start to accept the fact that you are in a mature space. And part of it is that we're we're not going to live forever, people. We're not. That's the reality of it. But these people in Hollyweird, and the reason why I love doing videos on them is because we can look at them and we can say, wait, because they are performing artists. Lo is acting out, but she's doing it out for us to say, hey, wait a minute. And you can ask yourself, do you want to be a middle-aged woman behaving like that? Do you want, because when Lo, when those cameras are gone and she goes in her house, that's torment. Imagine, you know what? When you go to bed and you turn out that light and it's just you and your dreams or your imagination. I don't care who's laying next to you. When you close your eyes, you're by yourself. And it's just you and your thoughts, and you're running over the decisions you made for the day, or you may run over your life decisions, and you got to cash out. You got to do that, run that inventory and cash out. And you've made some good, decisions, some bad. Either way, we all got to pay up. And the thing is that we're not getting any younger. And we will all, and when you age, your skin gets more looser. It's just you get more wrinkles. Some of us gain more weight. I remember my stomach was flat as a board. I could eat Dave burgers. When I first got married to my ex-husband, we first started dating, we got married eventually. I would eat Dave burger and fries. I was a size zero, but I was also in my 20s. I would eat a Dave burger, fry, and a shake. And he used to laugh. He said, your stomach, how could you be a size zero and your stomach is so flat? I wish I could. I can't go near a Dave burger, fries, and a shake. I can't, because my diabetes, my sugar numbers will go up. And I'll probably, my stomach will be hurting because I've been eating well lately. So aging is a part of life, and you just you got to snap out of the fantasy. Just snap out of it, because it's going to hurt you more than help you. It really is, in my opinion. J Love says exactly. Balls D say JLo got kids. Yeah, she's got 2 kids by Mark Anthony. Her kids are teenagers. And it's like your kids, once they get become adults, they're gonna move on with their lives. So you gotta love them, love on them as much as you can while you can right now, JLo. And the fact that, just love on your kids. I don't like to talk about people's kids, but just love on them. She got 2 beautiful kids. Children are, children are precious. Children are precious. Angela Chat says, and attention. Yeah. Yes. Cheryl C says that marriage was over before her look at me now was a wrap. Yeah, it was. So it's like, what was the video? I'm like, girl, you did a whole documentary, a part 1 and part 2. Like she did the documentary, and didn't she do the movie, which was like I don't know, but it was like 2 parts, and it's like, oh my God. And when she did those letters, when she exposed those letters, and it was revealed that he was writing her while he was still married to Jennifer Garner. And she went on and shared it with the world, shared it with her bandmates. And then that's when I realized, oh, she really don't give a shit. Another thing too is she's got the alcohol brand now, Delola or something. So your husband is a whole alcoholic and been back and forth in rehab, and you invest in an alcohol company. So there at Lo, there is some disconnection with her. Like she's not a very healthy person herself to be in a relationship with. She's not. Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner was trying to make her marriage work with Ben Affleck. He was in and out of rehab. And then JLo, you're gonna reveal to the world that he was drunk writing you, because that was during the time when she was taking him back and forth to rehab. So he was drunk writing you and probably drunk dialing you. And then you thought that this was what you thought, that you were the special one that got away. You did, JLo? You thought that you were a special one that got away. He didn't marry you 22 years ago. He wasn't confused, JLo. He wasn't. He didn't want to marry you. He did not want to marry you. He married Jennifer Garner. That's who he wanted to marry. Just because fast forward 2 decades later, he decides to drunk dial you, and you start interloping on that marriage, that all of a sudden you think you're the one that got away, and then he checked you. And he married you, but he dropped you in less than 2 years. By 2 years, that marriage was over. That's because he said, no, I don't want this. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. No, I don't blame him. So, um, let's look at the comments. Life of Rowley says enough for me. Neil Soar says, sorry, babe. Jimmy says, I prefer the ankles anyways. What? You like nice ankles? Uh-oh. Balls Deep said, that's still Diddy's girl. You think so? You think that's still Diddy's girl? Well, I wonder if she's spoken to Diddy since he's got into this whole lawsuit thing. I don't think so. If she's smart, stay away. But you know what? They may have to talk to each other if Lo was intertwined, because no, I don't know. Her lawyers will probably tell her not to talk to him, because if the feds came a knocking, she better stay away from Lo. Life of Rowley says she's proud of her body. Yeah, she's proud of her body. She worked hard for it. And that's beautiful. But I think you have to be careful how you present to the world. And Lo still is a brand. If Lo was 30, let me tell you, when you in your 20s and 30s and you're young and beautiful and tight, that's different. You're in a different age group. You in a different world. But when you get in your 50s, uh, that rings different. It just does not look right, because it's immature. Because she should be a lot more than just her body now. A lot more. She should be a lot more deeper than that, but just her body. Angela Chat, thank you very much for the Cash App. Thank you. Ava Joy, who is this lesbian? Eve Joy. Who is this lesbian? I'm not a lesbian, Eve Joy. I am a heterosexual, baby girl. And nothing wrong with lesbians. I mean, yeah, but I'm not part of the LGBTQ community, honey. Angela Chad, JLo, X from the M418, proper waffle this, J Love, yep. Dana Aya, Ben had enough, and now the rest of us had it too. Yeah, I agree. It's like, come on, stop. Haven't you noticed that who was I looking at? Oh, okay. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. Now, don't get angry with me, guys. Those, if I got some of them fans in here, I shoot straight, pow pow, and I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think they're over commercialized because I'm getting tired of seeing them. Just me. I'm getting so tired. Ah, I'm like, come on now, stop. Stop. Like she went to the game and it's like, okay, guys, you guys are over marketing these two, but okay. I guess if people buying it, but when I see them, I turn the channel. X from the M18, number 23. Should we be trying to get her some help or J Lo got more money than God. She's worth $400 million. J Lo could get help if she wanted it. J Lo don't want it. J Lo out there desperately trying to find her next man to attach to. And let me repeat this: J Lo is not alone when she go to bed. But what I'm thinking is that she needs someone to attach to, someone to claim her, and to go with her to stand next to her in public. Then she'll feel like she's thriving and surviving. Now, I would like to see if she's going to premieres and all that alone, because that has she ever done that? Let's see, JLo, if you can keep that up 5 to 7 years. Just going to premieres alone. Just you. If you could do that for the next 5 to 7 years, JLo, then we can talk. Then I'd be like, okay, maybe JLo's not trying to find a man. Maybe this time, JLo, whoever you date, just keep it private. Keep it out of the media. Melvin Melville. What up, Black Mama? What up, Melvin? Life of Riley. He went limp for her. Oh, Sunshira said, ew. Ben Affleck won't go near her. And I want to know why. I wonder if he saw one. Oh, I meant to talk about that. The white parties. Do you think that she's on any of those tapes? Could it be possible that Ben Affleck saw something that he was not ready for? He saw one of them white party tapes with J-Lo and Puff Daddy, and it made him nauseous. Because Puff Daddy is not a looker at all. And when you take them glasses off, that is one animal. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh, he is an apex predator. And J-Lo was rolling with him for a couple of years. She was fine with it. She was fine with it. She, allegedly being a gun mule and all that. So could it be that Ben Affleck saw that tape of at one of the white parties, or saw several tapes that he got his hands on? He sent one of his investigators out. They got hands on that tape. Several tapes of Puff Daddy's white party, and J-Lo is going to town. Can you imagine? Now I can see him doing that because I think of my brothers. I think I got three of them, and I can tell you now, if one of my brothers' wives, one of their wives, and they be loving their wives, they love their wives. If they find out and that their wife and they find a tape of their wife at one of Puff Daddy's white parties, the marriage would be over. They'd be doing the Ben Affleck. They would just poof. You won't see them. She'd be calling around, Rhonda. Where is, I don't want to give my brother's name, but yeah. And he would be like, I'm done. I'm on a divorce. I mean, really, because Puff Daddy and they were nasty. Because remember, it was men with men, women, men, groups, probably animals and drugs. And Ben Affleck's from Boston. So that was, and he and J-Lo in the middle of that. So Ben Affleck, it turned his stomach and he said no. He said, I can't take it no more. I'm out. He said, fuck this, I'm out. He won't even be photographed with her. He won't even touch her. He's like, nope. She showed up part-time at his birthday just to say hello and happy birthday. Girl, why you going to that man's birthday? He didn't show up at your birthday, so what you going over there to his birthday for? He don't even want you there. He was trying to be nice, but you didn't catch the hint. And Angela Lachette says they're only going to treat her like an inflatable doll. She needs inner work. She comes off as shallow. Yeah. That's why she's showing herself and revealing, she's televising to them that, hey, I'm legs, I'm ass, I'm breast, I'm mouth, I'm this hole, that hole. And it's like, girl, dude, you are too old to play that game. Too old. You don't have to go out like that. You don't, it's like self-cutting. It reminds me of self-cutting with her. Is that she keep doing it's like self-cutting. Because it's like, how many more bodies can you lay with? And to me, it's just disgusting to have all them men touching on her. Like, I just don't understand it. And then you think of the STDs out here. So I wonder how many STDs has she caught in her lifetime. Just curious. Cause she done been with a lot of them. Puff Daddy, you ain't caught no STD with Puff Daddy. He like men and women allegedly. Really? Really? Just saying. Sunshira says, how about be alone for a while? Find yourself, girl. Yes. 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 Being learning to be alone and thriving, that's a superpower, guys. I keep saying it over and over again because it's true. If you can learn and see, being alone don't mean you're lonely. A big, very big difference. You can be married, house full of kids, and be lonely as shit. The key is to learn how to be alone. Find out what you like, what you don't like. Find out who your inner spirit is. Whenever I greet anyone who's close to me, the first thing I ask them is, "Hey, how's your spirit?" Those I love and those that I care about, that's the first thing I ask. How's your spirit? How you doing? I look at them. How you doing? How's that spirit? Because how you doing in here? You got to really get to know who you are in essence, who you are in spirit. And that takes time. And you got to spend time alone. That means you could sit time, spend a day like a Saturday, just shut the phones off and everything. Go and get yourself the best dessert you want, get a meal you can cook or buy, and watch movies alone. Play music alone. Go work out. Spend that day every Saturday by yourself and then increase that. You really need a lot of time alone to really feel and understand who you are and to feel that inner part of yourself. Because if you're deeply rooted in self, you can navigate through this life in a more focused and healthier way. And you protect yourself from trauma because like you're gonna get hurt in life. But if you're out here just out here with the wind, I mean, you're in trouble. So the key is to learn how to set boundaries and be self-rooted and learn how to be able to navigate in and out of this life and in and out of relationships where you protect yourself and you reduce harm. Okay. Life of Rowley. JLo made her own money. Yes, she did. Dana Aya says she's in love with love. Doesn't matter who the guy is. She just wants admiration. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, she does. And that love addiction, and it's like it's that feeling of love. And it's like, girl, that's an addiction. That's not even real. And I think what she wants is she craves the attention and she's a control freak because I think she's got some narcissistic ways, but I think she is a love addict. And that takes therapy and she has to stop dating until she can sort that out. And you cannot, if you're not really rooted in self, you will fall into love addiction. You will fall into domestic violence because you will put up with a lot more than you need to. I saw Sharon Stone. She did an interview and I saw it on Instagram and I tried to copy that clip where Sharon Stone said that she noticed when she was younger, because Sharon Stone is, I think, in her mid 60s now. Sharon Stone said when she was younger, she used to have a lot of people that like her. It meant something to her. I want everybody to like me. Yeah, like me. If it meant a lot to her. And as she's gotten older, she realized, and she started setting boundaries. She realized that not everybody like her. Because what happens is when you start telling people no and you start setting boundaries, they're not going to like it, but that's okay because those boundaries are important. Because at first, and those boundaries help protect you. And when you do that, then people, you're not going to be a yes person or a people pleaser. You're going to be like, hey, you're going to be a solid individual that can go out and have friendships and relationships, but you got boundaries. People know not to cross it. And when they cross it, you call them on it and mean it. And then if you have to dump them, you do that. So that caught my ear and I wanted to record it, but I could not on Instagram. It wouldn't let me download it. Um, Tokyo Sumai. Say hi if you see this, miss. Hi, Taquito Sumai. Yeah, I see it. Hello. Renee says JLo is dressed to impress and ready for a Diddy party. Well said, Ari said. It Intopine says, speak it. Oh yeah. She ready. She is ready to go. You could tell. Check out some of those video shorts of her at this Unstoppable premiere party when they had the party. She was going. And I'm like, JLo, look at her. And it's like, girl, you are out there partying. Now, what's interesting with her, she don't drink. That makes it worse. That means it's mental. She don't drink. She don't have any drug. It's not alcohol. It's mental. She's a love addict. She's addicted to the media and to praise. She is. And she's probably a workaholic, in which I can relate to workaholism because I work for myself, but I'm like, but I get so much reward from it because I get paid from it. But let me tell you, if I was making $400 million, I wouldn't be working that hard. I would rest. I would rest at probably 50 million because at my age, and I can budget, and I'm an accountant by trade. I can make that money stretch. I could be okay with 50 million, a fraction of what she makes. I'll be fine. Cheryl C says, Ben hated Benny Medina too, and he had to tolerate him. Yeah, Benny Medina. I heard a lot about Benny Medina. Because wasn't Benny Medina, wasn't he the producer or something of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Because I saw a picture of him and Will Smith kissing each other on the lips. Mwah. Did y'all see that? So I wonder if Benny Medina and Will Smith, it's Hollyweird. Hollyweird, okay? Sunny Sharia, you better have money. Yes. Intal Pines, adore everything about her. Yeah, JLo is adorable. Angela Chat, Benny Medina is too much of a yes man. Probably not honest with her because he's afraid to get his salary cut. Yeah, Benny Medina been in the game a long time, and they've got projects together. What was that show on The Fosters? Did you guys ever see The Fosters on ABC Family? I used to like The Fosters. Well, JLo and Benny Medina are the producers of The Fosters. It was pretty good. Grace C, JLo is too ghetto for being. Yeah, JLo, listen, JLo is Hollyweird. JLo, listen, JLo hung with Puff Daddy for a couple of years. JLo is tough when it comes to hanging with street people. She really is. She knows a lot of Puff Daddy's going ons. And I believe, I don't know for sure, but I believe she may have partied at some of them white parties. I'm just saying. And if she's on them tapes. Now, what I find interesting about JLo is why is she working so hard to still come out in the media? Every day she makes sure she's in the media. So that leads me to think something must have really happened because she's so afraid to go away because she thinks she's going to lose the narrative when it comes to her brand. I'm like, girl, you already legendary. You worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You can actually go away and people will forget about you for a while and then you could come out with a book and say JLo, the new Jennifer Lopez, the new and improved Jennifer Lopez. And you could talk about your how you learned to grow. You took up meditation and meditation and yoga. You know what it is to thrive in your middle age. I mean, she can actually turn it around, but I think that something is going on because she's pushing it every day. She's in that media. And I think that she's trying to keep control of the narrative. And JLo, you're not God. You can't control everything. Let it go. Let go and let God. Ari absolutely has everything to do with Diddy. The timing is everything. Yep. Dan and Yaya says, Ari, I agree. Yeah, that Puff Daddy. What the fuck are you even talking about? Uh-oh, Taquito Sumai. Keep it clean, okay? We don't be bullying my people over here. Don't do it. Okay, Intel Pine, she doesn't listen. No, she won't listen. Um, Leona Hickney, 82. Didn't Ben move out before J-Lo filed for divorce? Yes, yes, he did. He moved out. Something happened. Something happened. And I told you guys, I believe that them feds came a knocking. And I believe that Ben Affleck got himself a hold of some information that freaked him out. And he got the hell out of Dodge. He won't even show up at a movie he produced with her. Couldn't they show up at the red carpet at different times? Couldn't they do that? He didn't even want to be nowhere near her. Mm-mm. Something is up. And you know what? It's gonna come out. What's in the dark always come to light, people. What's in the dark always come to light. Keep that. What's in the dark, remember, it will always come out. You'll always come out. Angela Chat says, I hardly ever see her son with her. I only see Emma in pics with her once in a while, max. Yeah, that's true. I wonder, boys are so different because that's how it is with me and my daughter, though. But no, when I go out with my kids, it's both of them. But if it's in the house, my son's in the room playing his game, and my daughter, if she's got a boyfriend, she's not on the phone with her boyfriend, and she's watching movies with me, or we're going shopping. So the girls always tend to hang with the moms. My son will be in a room doing his thing. He's got his computer monitors and his head and his games with these. He be talking to people all over the world. This generation, you guys got the hookup. We were forced to go outside and we were forced to go play. We didn't have all these. When I was growing up, those of guys who grew up in the 80s, we didn't have none of that. We had telephone. That's it. An answer machine. We had to talk on the phone. We would go outside and sit on the steps and stoop and talk to each other. Ari, exactly. She arranged the paparazzi to photograph her with the kids on purpose. Everything she does is calculated. Yeah, yeah, it is very much so. Oh, yeah. It's not by design, it's not by mistake. Yeah. And you notice every day she's working People Magazine, Us Weekly, Page Six, In Style, Hopper's Bazaar. She calls Back Grid, and they will have a picture of J Lo coming from the spa. This was yesterday. And then now today, J-Lo at the premiere, and look at her. Before it was what? J-Lo on her birthday. Look, and it's just like in the Bridgerton theme and in that hot ass costume. Weird. But but when you're addicted to that, you could be addicted to a lot of stuff. So she may not drink, but J-Lo crazy, cuckoo crazy. I really do believe she's a control freak, and I think she's a love addict and a sex addict. You know what? When the on TMZ Presents, they did a documentary on the history of J-Lo and Ben Affleck's relationship. Dr. Penske was on there discussing the relationship. John Peters, I think his name is John Peters. He was married to Barbara Streisand. John Peters said that he believes J-Lo to be not only a love addict, but a sex addict. And I remember hearing that, and I'm like, a sex addict? And then I'm like, you know what? I think that do make sense when you think about it. And then I saw the ice cream cone, her licking the ice cream cone. Now she's showing her body. And I'm like, yeah, she has to use the sex to get the guy in. That's what she do. She can't get him without the sex. So yeah, and all of that together, that is addiction. So she may not drink alcohol or use drugs, but she uses sex and she uses love addiction. That's her, that is her kink. That is her kink. Angela says, congrats. Great, Rhonda. Thank you. She is stunning because she has money. Yeah, she's afraid of being alone. Eddie Wick. snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bear with me. I have to look like this because I'm on my phone and I'm blind as a bat. Okay. Leon Whiteness 82 says the way he has acting annoyed with and tired of her in that movie spoke volumes. It did. Eddie Wick says, poor Ben, he looks like he's been through it. Yeah, so many horrible stories about JLo has been told through the years. This is karma. Yeah, you're gonna get that. The universe gives you back what you put out. I told you I believe that. What do they call that? They call that divine reciprocity, where and I say this with my kids. I mentioned this before, I think yesterday in the video, what I did a live, that I noticed the harder I work, when I work my ass off, put grin into it, I feel as if the universe rewards me. And I tell my kids that just do the right thing. Don't go out there hurting people. Work your ass off no matter what you do. Work your ass off and the universe will bend to accommodate you. Now, J-Lo has worked her ass off and she's worth 400 million. But when it comes to relationships, I think J-Lo is attracting what she is. Like J-Lo is, she's a love addict and a sex addict. There's not much there. So any guy that after he's done enjoying himself with her and he sits with her, can you imagine living with her day in and day out? Think about that. And I think Ben Affleck pointed that out, remember in the documentary. Because J-Lo, it's like he said, can't we just do something without the media? Huh? J-Lo, no, she craves the media. She craves attention. She's going to be on social media. She's going to be calling paparazzi. She's going to be doing all of that. She cannot live without it. She can't live without the praise, the paparazzi, or men. Drunk trial. Operation Paperclip. Hey, Operation Paperclip. Angela Chat. I think Ben noticed when she would take his generous tips off the table, treat the little people like poop, and was bottomless pit for likes and attention. She turned him off. She was taking tips off the table. Was she doing that for real? Oh no, that's awful. J-Lo? I'm not surprised. I am not at all surprised. Operation Paperclip. Drunk dial. Been there. Done that, but never led to marriage. Dang Ben. Yeah, Operation Paperclip. Yeah. Yes, he married now. Why Ben Affleck's gotta do some soul church searching to find out why he married her. I mean, he should have followed his first instinct 22 years ago when he didn't marry her. He married Jennifer Garner. And Jennifer Garner is someone you would marry. That girl is ride or die. And her parents been married for what, 80 years? Or so no, 60 years. Because her father died when he was 80 something. Her parents that and she come from that. She knows she comes from that. Ben Affleck, and she was trying to keep that marriage together. They were married a good decade. She would even take him to rehab even after they were divorced because she just loved him. He's the father of her kids. That's what I'm talking about. He married who he was supposed to. It's just he screwed it up with Jen Gardner. I don't think Jen going back. Jen like Jen got her own man. She's like, I'm not going back. Ari, why are her fans supporting her and dogging Ben when she's the common denominator in all these failed relationships? Does anyone realize that she cheated on Ohani Noah with Diddy? Yeah. I mean, she paid them people. You know that. She paid them people to sit behind them computers. And then you got people who, they're going to support her. But most people with common sense, they know and they can see. J-Lo this is not her first rodeo. What cracked me up is she was acting, she's saying Ben Affleck and their kids. We're blended families. This is the shit she was feeding People Magazine and In Style and all of them. There's a blended family, so it hurts the kids. Girl, who you fooling? Them kids seen all kind of men running in and out that house. Stop. Come on now. Stop. So, and she went from Ohani guy to Puff Daddy, P. Diddy to who? Chris Judd. Chris Judd to Mark Anthony. No, Chris Judd to Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony to that backup dancer who was bisexual, then the backup dancer to A-Rod, A-Rod to Ben Affleck, Ben Affleck to now we're still waiting for the new one. So them kids to seeing men come in and out of that house for years. And you're gonna tell me that this blended family crap? Oh, stop, JLo. We know your people feeding the papers that. So yeah, most people know what the deal is with JLo. Angela Chat says, and her and Mark Anthony started dating while he was married to Darinara, and she was pregnant with his son. They made her sign an NDA. What? Yeah, I heard that she was pregnant. Someone else told me that she had already had the baby in the comments. So either way, he was still married to Dayanara. And JLo, you think JLo cared about that? Did she care about that poor woman trying to keep her marriage together after she didn't had a baby? Heartbroken, just had a baby with Mark Anthony, and then J-Lo comes along and without a care in the world. And now you got to pay up. Those decisions in your life, you have to pay up, people. You can't get out of life without paying up. Every decision you make costs you, and you're going to have to pay up. Operation Paperclip, Black Magic J-Lo. That is true. Oh, Dallas Ruiz. I like the smiley faces. Oh, Dallas. Glam Neil Beauty. Celebrities have everything, but they can't buy real love. Very true. Glam Nail Beauty. They cannot, and they can't buy happiness. Happiness, and I say it's corny, but it is true. Happiness is an inside job. And you really can't find happiness until you learn how to be happy with yourself. And people look and you see these on postcards and all that, but it is absolutely true. And you can't find real love until you learn to love yourself. You can't. Um, Ari, exactly. Jennifer practiced dark magic. Magic. Ohani and Mark have mentioned this. What? Now, see, she should not be messing around with the occult now. That whole black magic stuff, J-Lo. I heard that before with Santeria and all that stuff. I don't know none of that stuff. I don't mess around with no occult stuff. I keep my higher power, who I call God, I keep it simple. I pray and I stay humble, but I don't delve into that stuff. And J-Lo, be careful. Then if just be careful. But okay. My glasses are crooked, cannot see it. Well, great F and 5 7. Well, okay, Grace C. Diddy must have forced J-Lo to do some dirty things. Grace C. Oh yeah. I think that them videos, them white parties and them videotapes the feds confiscated when they raided Puff Daddy's property, both of his properties, and put his sons in handcuffs. Cause them feds was like, we don't want you to interrupt and none of your boys interrupt anything. Don't try to hide nothing. We coming in and we grabbing it. So J-Lo and them white parties, you never know. You never know. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple more comments, guys, and then I am gonna call it a night. Ari, it must have been nasty footage for being to call it quits. Ohani Noah stated that she was, or maybe still is, promiscuous. She liked both sexes. Oh, oh Lord. J-Lo, she's part of Hollyweird. It all, it comes with the territory. And J-Lo will get downs. So, and she hooked up with, and I told you, she hooked up with Puff Daddy, who happens to be an apex predator. And she walked away clean. Think about it. She didn't walk away emotionally abused or physically abused. He didn't beat her down like he did Cassie. That's because J-Lo was rolling right along with him, I think. J-Lo, that man he's an apex predator. And he is one ugly man. I am so sorry, guys. I'm just going to be honest. Pow, pow. He's a gruesome man. Yep. Yep. That adoring comment was for the men for J-Lo. Her men need to adore her. Yeah, they do. She won't have it any other way. She'll drive them goddamn crazy. I bet there is no peace in her home. I bet there's no peace in her home. You guys think about it think about it when you've had a long day, right? And say you turn off the computer or you come in from work. You take a shower and you relax. You just want to relax, eat, and watch TV or listen to music or surf the phone. Just relax. Put the phone down. It's quiet. Not in JLo's house. I bet you JLo cannot sit quiet at all. I bet she drive everybody in the house crazy. I bet you she does. J Love says, I wonder if she revealed those letters in public to upset Jennifer Garner because she knew she couldn't control her relationship and communication with her. She did that out of spite. I believe so too. Yes, absolutely. Because remember, this time last year, I published a video. Backgrid had a videotape of Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck in the car. They were snuggled up. And it looked like they were just having an intimate moment. J Lo, J Lo saw that, and the mainstream media, none of them published it, but Backgrid had it on their YouTube channel, and people on YouTube clipped it, but TMZ nothing. Page Six had it. Yes, they did. Page Six did publish it. But People Magazine, In Style, Harper's Bazaar, nobody noticed that these Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck is having an intimate moment in a car, and he's married to Jennifer Lopez. So I think Jennifer Lopez had something to prove, and she wanted to hurt Jennifer Garner. But the thing is, J-Lo, Ben Affleck didn't marry you. He married Jennifer Garner. You were not the love of his life. He liked having sex with you, but you were not the love of his life. Jennifer Garner was, or maybe still is. But J-Lo, why he married you? I think Ben Affleck, you need to find out why you are so impulsive, because you should not have married her. You love bombed her and married her, knowing that you weren't really into that girl. But you got a wake up call because you had a wife that got tapes with P Diddy allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but I hear that that's what's going on. So we shall see. But I'm saying allegedly, so don't be coming for me, J-Lo. Grace C. She should fire Benny Medina and clean up her image. He's not telling her to stop making a total ass of herself, a total of herself. Yeah, he's not gonna do that because he's getting a check. He's like, keep up. Better her than him. Ari, there is a statement online where Benny Medina has said she has used and discarded many people. This is when JLo was aiming to sue him. Oh, they were on the outs at one time? I didn't know that. What? Oh, Dallas Ruiz says she's in bloom, unbothered and at peace. Really? Yeah, we're not buying that, JLo. Because if you were in bloom, unbothered and at peace, and unavailable, we wouldn't see you. We wouldn't see you. Because being at real peace, you'd be with your family, your children. When I'm at my most peace, I'm with my two kids. Let me tell you, loving on them. We watching movies, or we're going out to eat, or we're going to do something together. That's a slice of heaven to me. Every moment I get with them, because they're adults now. It's only this short time. For those of you with kids, you know, time flies. Time is fleeting. So you get this little period of time with them while they're young, and you better embrace it, because once they become adults and gone like that, it's over. Then your relationship changes. They become adults. They don't need you like they used to when they were your children. They were little. J Lo is missing all of that beautiful time with her kids, and she $400 million. Can't pick no time with your kids. Not a little bit. Why are we seeing you? Angela Chat said, I agree at J Lo Love. She's such a braggart, and she likes to lord it all over everyone that she's better, but she's secretly insecure. Yeah, yeah. Because if you got to show your body like that all the time, yeah, that's what it is. It is. HIPAA praying for you. Operation Paperclip. Dang. Adelise Ruiz. Amen. Amen. Yep. Install Pine. She's ordering custom t-shirts. The grammar is her speaking. Operation Paperclip. His move. She showed up. He doesn't. Yeah. Ben Affleck, you know where Ben Affleck is at. How Ben Affleck is at home enjoying himself. He cannot wait for that divorce to go through, and I can guarantee you he got a cutie with him. I can guarantee you he spent time with his kids. I can guarantee you that his relationship with his family is intact. And let's hope he's not off the wagon. Let's hope, you know, stay sober. But if you can get a little love and attention from someone, because I can't imagine it being easy for him being with JLo. So he could find a uncomplicated young lady that could spend time with him and they can enjoy each other's company. Why not? Nothing wrong with that. Leon Watney 82. Yes, several waitresses said she wouldn't leave tips, and when Ben would leave tips, she will come back and take it off the table. What? Who? Wait a minute. Angela Lachat, yuck. I think sex should happen naturally. 4 times a week in a contract would be more like a chore. Who put 4 times a week in a contract? Oh, wait a minute. What? That ice cream photo, yeah, that was telling. Instapine, wasn't sex 4 times a week a wedding clause for Ben? What? Ben ain't want no sex 4 times a week. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't think Ben put that in there. Love you, sissy cat. Great Cece, I wonder why Mark Anthony did not want to be with her. Because Mark Anthony, he didn't had mother. Anthony don't want to be tied down. Mark Anthony don't want to be tied down either. I don't think so. All right. Let me see it. Let me check out some more. This last one, cherish each day. Ben looked as happy as Harry the handbag. That's why narcissists do to their spouses. Harry's another one. We got to get into Harry another day, but Harry and Meghan. Who says JLo is actually just two people in a suit pretending to be one? JLo is nuts. Because now when you think about it, she don't drink. She's not an alcohol abuser. I don't think she drinks much. So all of this is on clear mind. So she don't have a clear mind. She don't. So she's probably cuckoo crazy. She's probably high maintenance. She's probably shrill, like somebody who's short with you. I had a boss like that. Oh my gosh, she was terrible. She was one of the boss ever. And unfortunately, that's the one I told you got about yesterday. She died of skin cancer. Skin cancer came back. It was terrible. But this woman she was so mean for no reason. All right, guys, this was fun. Thanks a lot for checking in. I'm so glad that I dropped by here and we had this chat. George Lopez, Slam JLo, check it out on page 6. And he's on Politicking podcast with Gavin Newsom. And he said, he had a lot to say about JLo saying next with her ass shot. And also her premiere for Unstoppable. Nicole Faust, I love you too. Thank you. John, wasted my time waiting for you to read mine out. Oh, John, sorry. E. Baker, fun chat. Good night, Rhonda, in chat. Yeah, you guys, have a good night. Thank you so much. Quick update. I am headed to Argentina tomorrow. I've got one layover. It's going to take me 24 hours. So it's going to be from O'Hare Airport to Atlanta. And then Atlanta, I got a 3.5 hour layover. And then it's from Atlanta to Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's like a 15-hour flight. I think it's a 10-hour flight plus that 3-hour layover. So I will be getting to my destination and I will post a video. I may go live at the airport since I'll be sitting there for a couple of hours. So I'm going to be posting from Argentina. So thank you so much, Into Pines. Adelis, love you. Thank you. Nicole Faust, miss you too. I will be online. Angela, thank you. Kishmore Kumar, thank you. Kishore, thank you. Glam Meal Beauty, thank you. So I will be plugging in Argentina, guys. I'm going to be posting live regularly. So stay tuned and we got a lot more to talk about, okay? K time. Yeah, I got to leave now and get ready for tomorrow. So you guys have a good night. Thanks a lot for checking in. I will check in and see you later. I will be in Argentina, or at least headed there. I'll be at the airport. I will call in. So you guys take care. Love you guys. Ciao. Mwah.